Hello and welcome back to Cultist Simulator with me, Barton. Right, so first thing to say before I forget is that next Monday the 15th at 6 PM GMT I will be doing my very first stream on Twitch, and it's going to be a Cultist Simulator stream. Probably going to go for around 3 to 3.5 hours. So if you have any time around then, pop in and say hi and maybe give me some advice. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. And what I'm hoping is that I'm going to be able to figure out how to have more than one save of Cultist Simulator. So it'll be a new run that I do. I haven't decided which character I'm going to do, but it's not going to be the priest. And it's definitely not going to be the exile, but it'll be probably one of the newer ones I'll do on there. The stream one then will be the VOD will also be available here on YouTube. So if you don't have time, you'll still be able to check it out on here. I don't know, sometime within that week I'll post up the VOD on YouTube. Not sure exactly when. And also my Twitch channel is Barden Plays as well, so you can find me on there. If I remember, I'll put a link into the description here, and also give a reminder in our other episode on Friday as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. As I said, it's going to be my first Twitch stream. So yeah, hopefully it goes well. Hopefully, like, at some point, I'm imagining a lot of the time I'm just going to be talking to myself, but I'm kind of used to that anyway, making YouTube videos, honestly. But like, if you know, for a little while somebody turns up and we have a chat, that would be nice. But anyway, let's get back to this. That is for next week. This one is for now. So, right. We are at the point where we're working on trying to get our vitality up, right? That's something to remember. He's on the search at the moment. He doesn't have any evidence. So we're going to let things run for a bit. We found a lot more people, which I'm happy about. Potential cult members. It won't be too long before we get ourselves... Yeah, it won't be too long before we get ourselves out and on an expedition either. Let's combine those two. Work is done, so we better start working again, obviously. So we're going to have to do a period of... Oh, was it that was me that caused it. Okay. I'm wondering whether it was the autosave or me. It was the autosave. Okay, he found nothing. Nothing's on. We doesn't have named ourselves actually. Let's use the name of a famous Irish priest, Father Ted. Anyone who knows that TV show, it's, I think, fitting. Okay, what do we got here? We got ourselves some notoriety and a hanger on. So that notoriety means that no preaching for a while. Hanger on, not too happy about. So that was where we looked up a peculiar rumor, I'm pretty sure. You can pop up there. We're going to gab about this for a while. See if we can find anyone else. Hopefully don't generate any more notoriety. That would be disastrous. Once you've got a health done, then we've got plenty of stuff to work on there. Oh, speaking of health, there's a problem there. Right, so we got you, Now, it needs 4. And something more. Oh, you in there? No. Probably going to be one of these, right? Oh no, we need something higher level then, is it? Okay, so we need something else in there. Well, it's probably that one, and I just used it. Yeah, that would make the most sense, right? I just use it there. Okay, well. We're going to have to maintain, but we can't just maintain. We've got to study as well. So let's study you. The dances draw from the traditions of the mysteries of the cult of Isis and Cybele, but include both symbolic and literal flayings, and the human heart is always central in the rite. The author punctuates his accounts with queasy, sensuous descriptions of his own interrupted feasts. Okay. So we study that. Maybe you can sit there. How long more have you got? You have just under 5 minutes. Okay. Your work done. It's going to be very important for when we kind of start to pivot. Because we've got to build up our cultists, which will mean having to preach and not work. So we're going to have some cash to fall back on in that case. Then we're also, after that, once they're kind of up to a certain level, we're then going to be doing expeditions, which are going to cost money. And again, we're going to, you know, these funds will be depleted after we've sorted these guys out, but also then it's going to cost us more money to sort them out. Right, so we got some vitality there. Good, because we can use that for you. We need to. Right, so we have that. That will hopefully, that should be enough for here. So we'll pop you in there. Yep, there we go. Okay. So we definitely picked the right book, but I didn't read the whole thing. Which is silly. Because the lore is my favourite bit. And I didn't read it, so I'm sad about that. We'll hopefully remember to read the next one. Right, run it on. Yeah, I was too concerned about the future. Let's just stay in the here and now. Remember that. Right, so you potentially become an issue, but not always. Let's put our funds. You in there. What have we got here? We got Les, an acquaintance, so another, or Leo, sorry, not Les. So Leo can pop there. Got some mystique. Okay. Let's start arranging this. So you go there. Where did the lore go? Why am I not seeing the lore? Because I'm blind, but why else? Should be one grey lore just sitting somewhere. What's in there still now? I'm honestly flummoxed about where it went. Well, it'll turn up some point, right? Hopefully. Let's start talking about this now. Should attract some more people. Oh, you know what it is? That was the lore. The lore just put in there, that was the lore. I was thinking that this was done and we got the heart lore back. But the heart lore is in there. So that lore wasn't missing. It's that this lore was in here. I wasn't paying attention properly. Right, we got skill of flawless physique, machine perfection, sinew bound ivory, height and satin skin. From here I can only deteriorate. Okay, let's hope that we don't deteriorate. So you need to go there. You're going to be going there, and then you don't want to be there. And then we now have health back as well, so we are officially at 5 health. It's great. He's gone looking though, so he's going to find that. So that's tentative evidence to tiptoe around for 10 minutes after he's done. We're going to get some vitality out of this as well. We should be studying. So let's make our way through these books. Start with you. When the individual K attends the meetings, black dogs are sacrificed and quartered. When the individual M is in attendance, black mares are found with their throats slashed. I propose that these sacrifices are not necessary, but that our Lygian friends may consider them fitting. Herewith diagrams of the mutilation. Okay. Run that on. We're gonna search that out as well. Because we're not going to combine them all, so we may as well find some of these places. It's just the vitality, which indeed may come in handy at some point. Yep, he's found that. No surprise there. I would be surprised if he doesn't turn it into tentative evidence stuff. There is a possibility that he won't, but it's a slim possibility, I think. Okay, so we got those funds as well. Straight back to work. Now, get those. Got a glimmering. Which probably, actually, we might be able to use combine two of those. We might, but we'll pop you there though. So we got some more lore. And now, what I was about to say is we can experiment with this, with these new lores, to see if either will open up another way for us. I can't remember which one does it. And then let's see what you. So you need to upgrade fragment. You need erudition, so not a glimmering. I just may as well study for an erudition and do another combining. Although really we should be working our way through the books. Right, so where do we get here? The Congregation of St. Felix of Shurin, a nonconformist enclave of a heterodox sect of Calvinist offshoot, tucked away in an odd corner of the city. They belt out hymns with unsuitable gusto, their throat-scraping language that is very much not quite Latin. Okay. Okay, so we've got both of those there now. Interesting. We'll look for another place, see where we get. And we're also about to find out what's going to go on here. But again, it's just going to be tentative evidence. Oh, he's got the other. Well, just in case there's more. Luckily for us, right now there isn't. Some mystique there, and we found Elridge. Okay, so Elridge is another possible member of the cult. Pop Elridge over here. The mystique. He may take the mystique and extend his search time. Let's now speak of this for a while. You should go there because you're a second level. Yep, there we go. Tentative evidence. That's 10 minutes. 10 minutes will keep your nose clean, or it's all over. Right, so we've got the erudition there. We'll combine these two. And then once we've used that in there, it really is time to hit the books. There's you. Wait, what have we got here? Cater and Hero Limited. It's been abandoned since the explosion, but when both the owners died, the machine stands silent. The building is a collapsing shell. Mr. Carter was known to display peculiar trinkets in his office. Some yet remain. Okay, certainly sounds like an interesting place to go. Let's click that. So you come over here. So now, places for us to explore are going to go there. Yeah, it's going to be interesting as well when I live stream, because I'm going to have a webcam up and a chat window. So it's gonna, I think it's gonna cover this side of the screen. So my arrangements are gonna have to change once again for that. We'll probably be putting stuff more on this side. And then now, when we zoom in, there's definitely going to be stuff that's covered up. I dreamt of nothing at all. I woke and stretched and rose without haste. Those quiet hours have left me energized. Okay, so we get some vitality out of it. 2 vitality there. We're not going to actually do anything with them. Okay, and then you go there. We're waiting for the moth thing to come back. It's in here, so we wait on that before trying again. Probably something like lantern lore that we need. But I kind of have to say I like the way my memory is working with this game, in that I'm not remembering everything, so things don't feel formulaic, even though they could be if I wanted them to. So I'm kind of happy that's not that way. Up you there. We now need to head there. Right, what are we going to get today? The backdrop for tonight's performances are painted with nightmare images of the Piranesi, vast impossible subterranean prisons. The dancers are monster masks, sudden as fire, each movement snapping with wicked intent. Okay. That's not one we see that often, let's see. Always nice to get an unusual one. So what are you looking for now? Erudition, which luckily we had studied for. Okay. Pop back up there. The dancers pass beyond the backdrop, cross them, seem to move upon their staircases and drawbridges. Their bodies become smudged with backdrop paint. A growl arises from the audience. The walls of the house. Okay, so we've got a second glimmering now that we're not going to use, but still we got it. Right, and then Oh yeah, we can't. Gotta wait for that to come back. Because you still need the contentment for that. Could I obviously get the tincture of opium and do it that way, but I'd rather do it through the club if we can. We keep going with this. Very diligent worker. We have what? 8.5 minutes to go. Still a long time. That was ready for us to go again. The drinks, the songs, the light, the arching walls, the smoke blue haze, the press and sway of clothed and unclothed flesh. Right, so, what do we get here? Okay, Balsiane, another acquaintance. Great. So, Mystique can go up there. Mystique we don't really worry too much about. Right, and then you should go there. So, let's try bringing you two together. Just start that back there and then there. And run things on. And then we'll talk about you, see who we attract. Okay, so we got the contentment in the end. I purchase pleasure, I reel home in the ungodly hours, and collapse into bed. Okay. Yeah, we can go back to searching for you. Got some restlessness there, which won't be an issue now because we're cancelling this out. So there's a good chance that even when it degrades to dread, the dread will degrade itself before it goes searching again. So that should be kind of nice. We're about to release this to be able to get back to study again. Working for that money that is going to be vital for us later. Okay, so combine you. Oops. There. Later we might try combining two of those, but not right now. Okay, so study wise, let's just make our way through these books. In this past, a score or more of longs were made. They brokered peace with the Forge of Days, long enough to set England on a path of early conquest, eventual destruction. The Forge itself, the bar, the greatest among them. Okay. Okay, so you won't be around to help when that's done, so it's going to have to be cash for that, pay for treatment. So you as well, you can pop there. How long are the evidence? That are, what, just under 7 minutes. Right, so we got St. Agnes's Hospital there. Search out another one. See what we got here. I dreamt of the rain, whispering in the eaves, tapping on windows, like an old friend, hissing prankishly in the chimney. It's difficult to be unhappy in the right kind of rain. Got some contentment there. Which I can actually use right now with you. See that? Let's bring those two together. Right. The royalty of England, according to Willis Ford, became the sovereigns of the least flame, destroying or transforming their enemies, conquering Europe, establishing grand cathedrals to St. Spark. The alliance with the Forge begins to take its toll. The last few chapters are missing entirely. So we got a further truth out of that. Add to the stack, really. This one should be Forge lore, so I'm interested to see what level it's going to be. Cultist's tone is urgent, as if he suspected he might have little time left. Okay, so we got again our funds. Gonna have to deal with you. Do we find Dr. Ivan Al-Adim? So you go over here with these guys. Everything else, Mystique can pop up there. And we'll chat about this and see who we find again. Okay, what do we got here? You. What have we found here? Strathcoin's residence. Okay. So another potential source of books. Obviously not as rich a vein as Moreland's was. Moreland's is no longer available, nor is the Oriflame's auction house. One thing's on there. I think in total is 20 of these guys, right? So at the moment we got half the people we could possibly find on that side. Over here I think we're missing maybe 2. I think maybe there's 6 of those guys. Don't quote me on that. And maybe could be more or less. Even the Sunny can be divided, though it requires a forge of days for its division. Let's grab that with erudition. I guess because we have some erudition, we should use it while we can. Combine those two. You're going to go down there. We'll sort these out into... No, sorry, there. We'll sort these out into what goes where later. Because eventually I want to have them where each one is beside or above the one that it can combine with. And we need to sort you out as well. That could have been a bit of a disaster. We forgot about that. But we pay for the treatments. Got to get some contentment there as well. There. We now have 5 minutes left. And that's so halfway through. That's contentment there. That's it there. Don't really need it at the minute. Okay, so what we got here? Oh, it's just a regular work. Nothing special to see here. See that? Okay, so still got plenty of books left to read. What do we got here? This is a new one. Forgotten Mithram curiosity seekers have picked over this ancient temple, but there may be a hidden door somewhere. Okay, got that. Here as well. We shall hunt out another place. Health is about to be restored. Oh, that one, right? You're about to look for the erudition. Slot that there. Okay, health indeed restored. I don't think a low level forge will do anything with this, but may as well give it a try. We might start. I don't know whether we should start doing commissions for those guys or not, because having the what's it called, Spirite or something like that. But that special currency could come in handy at some point. Right here, then we have Hanger On. So Hanger On, not the greatest, but we've seen in the past that they can be useful. They're not without their uses, at least. Let's talk about you again for now. And there we have Forsaken Reach. Along the great banks of the rotting river, the warehouses wait. Perhaps I have identified one where an unusual cargo was stored. Okay, that. So you, oops. Put you over there. Search it for another place. Okay, half glimpse of wistfulness has touched me. So there, the contentment that we had a while ago is gone. Ooh, fascination. Okay. That's not bad because it's going to help us with that. Then we got Furtive Truth out of that one. Generally, in the past, those would have been good discoveries, but the fact that we have like so much of it over there kind of cheapens it this time, but still it's not bad. The Queen of the Vistula is poisoned. The Queen of the Dnipro chokes on a fishhook. The Queen of the Tagus is burnt alive. Yeah, Queen of the River is not doing too well. Now I can slow off my flesh, patch by patch, tugging the tendons free, like fibres picked from teeth. My skin lies like a shredded blanket. The sun heaves itself above the horizon. A triumphant battle yell. The light falls like acid on my naked bones. Pain wakes me. My bones will throb for days. Okay. Certainly an interesting dream. And down we go. See, I wonder what the parish council is thinking now. Given that, you know, the detective has been hanging around and apparently he's gathered evidence. Some of them have given him tips. He's been to see them. He's taken notes. And yeah, he seems pretty interested in what they have to say. And they're probably thinking, you know, oh, soon enough now, the priest will be gone. And then our church will go back to the way it was. Certainly not the way it was when we kind of revitalized it and brought so much energy back to it there for a little while. But I'm not sure that they would be too concerned about that. Like they're probably happy with just going back to the way it was before that, where they kind of knew who was attending the services. They have their nice little tight little community there where they all know each other, and it's kind of maybe comfortable for them to think that that's how things are going to work out. And they are obviously hoping that this guy is able to secure prosecution with the evidence they've given. But what they don't realize is that he needs more evidence than they've given so far. And we're hoping that they don't figure it out until it's too late. So this is good here. This is popped in. Paintings whisper, windows wink. I know these things are not true, but how can I be certain? We're going to look for one of these rare ones now. Start that. The culprit of Sun Spires is the audience. The surviving queens are directed to execute whatever audience members do not escape. The surprisingly lucid epilogue suggests that the correspondence of river names with historical events does provide clues to secret histories behind our own. Okay, and then we get an occult scrap, which again joins our rather large collection of occult scraps. Okay, let's see what we got here. So this looks like it's going to be probably lantern. Peru's savages humours of a gentleman. By the end of the first act, Maybelline has revealed a secret door in the walls of the house to Leo, and Corvino has taken to consuming worms. Okay, and we got you as well. So let's see. We found Victor, okay. Another potential cult member. It's pretty decent. We pop the Mystique up there. We'll then talk about this for a bit. Yeah, now the nosy people on the church or the parish council thinking, hang on, there's been a couple of new people turning up and we haven't seen that detective in a while. Like, what's going on with that? Maybe we should go find the detective and see why he hasn't actually brought a case. Maybe they're getting a little worried about, not getting their own way. You start that. Okay, what have we found now? We found Chateau Raveline. The favorite stories of the Counts de Raveline claim that they descend from the first Sunbeam. Other stories have them prowling the forest in wolf shape. They are long gone, their rotting chateau remains. Not all its significance has been uncovered. Okay. So you're going to go down there because you are a touch above those others. Yeah, we did get Lantern Aura out of that. The play is scabrous and occasionally hilarious. The characters are contrary and capricious. Many of the more resonant lines might well be formulae of power disguised in plain sight. Okay, so we grab that. We now have some Lantern Lore, which is going to sit there. And then we go and work on the next one. There is an extensive discussion of the similarities between Elopili's own dreams and those of the Emperor Elagabalus, who Elopili regards as a dupe or arbiter of the sun and rags. The white is west of the world, Elopili remarks. And winter does not wait forever. So potentially some winter lore there. Let's search. No, actually. Yeah, we've got plenty of these. Let's search one of those. I think now you guys should probably migrate over here. We have people over this way. For a minute at least. Nothing really for you to find, which is good. We can try this with the lantern orb. I'm pretty sure that it's got to be like power 6 or something to work with this one. But we'll see. In goes the lantern. Let's see what comes of it. Okay. Back on the old treadmill at work. Elagabus found his way to the white door at last. Thankfully, speech can't pass the white door. And honestly, Elagabalus never had anything very interesting to say. I tried to follow in his footsteps, but I never learnt enough of the white. I suppose I'm thankful for that too. But here's what I do know. Yeah, we get ourselves a winter one, so we can pop there. With some erudition that we can use. And again, we'll use that erudition. Yeah, what are these ones? Combine that. Let's combine 2 of these instead. And we can use that erudition. Okay. Turn things on. Guardian. On a crumbling cliff above a great sea, the Guardian squats until the day the sea comes for it. It receives few guests, fewer since the owner closed the notorious library to visiting scholars. Okay. You can sit there. Then we're going to, do one of those. Start that. Okay. Now, hopefully not a hanger-on. Madam Bet. Oh, Mademoiselle Oline Bechet edits the Kersham Review, which publishes material too ghastly or thrilling for other literary magazines. She could use your assistant. Okay, so she lives over here. These guys. We are then going to start talking about this. See if we retract that. Okay, and run things on. Wait for this to be done and then we'll start a new book. Probably some more board lore there. Okay, gotta sort you out as well. So I was about to end the episode, but I want to sort that out before I do anything else. Because I'm always now, always paranoid about leaving health to fester. You know it's not a good thing. Yeah, we're building a nice strong base for things. We need the erudition. Pop that in there. But again, it's not a guarantee of any type of success. It just means that we're better prepared for things. Crocus Hill, the ancient tribes reserved this resting place for one who, By the end, in service to a certain merciless hour, was more scarred than man. They sealed the entrance with building songs and mortared blood. Okay, like that. Then it can go sit there. Now, okay, and we can go search out a new place as well, so we'll do that. Okay, what we got here? In the display cases of the Impossible Museum, I always see an apple white as snow and hard as marble, a golden beetle in a stern box, a coy geometry awaiting my touch, a black envelope bursting with spring, a brass opera box for instruments of record and measure, a storm in a tin. I always wait before I see the aisle's end. Okay, grab those. We have a glimmering, which again will go unused at the moment. Still need to sort you out, or at least get, well, we need to get the process started, is the thing, really. Let's collect that, pop it straight in there, and get the process started. The medicine is dark and bitter as tar. It would be easy to suspect I'm being poisoned. And you are doing what you're doing. Right, so that's where we're going to end that one. Hope you've enjoyed. Remember, next Monday the 15th at 6 PM on Twitch, I will be live streaming, so hopefully one or two of you can maybe pop along for some time while that's happening. If not, it's fine. I'm going to have fun playing anyway, and I may as well have a recording of it to be able to share back up here on YouTube anyway. But it does mean now that we are going to have 2 separate runs of Cultist Simulator going, so hopefully I don't mess up, and because you can only have one save game in this game, so I'm hoping that I don't mess up and accidentally overwrite one save game. So I'm gonna have to make sure that I'm very particular about what way I'm saving things or where I'm keeping my backups and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Hope you are too. I've really enjoyed this episode. Yeah, and stay safe out there, and see you next time. Goodbye. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, maybe consider hitting the subscribe button there on the right, or checking out some other videos here on the left, or perhaps you might even share with some friends.